guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for this video for two reasons. One being that I've never done this kind of video in all of my YouTube stuff, so I'm really excited. And also today's video is in collaboration with my sweet friend Hannah over from the Christian Country Girl. She does similar content as mine. She does vlogs, devotionals, and also music videos. I love her channel, so definitely go check her out. I will leave her link in the description box below and somewhere in the cards if I can remember. So yes, definitely go check her out. And if you are heading over here from Hannah's channel, welcome. I'm really excited to have you, and I hope you stick around and it wasn't a regret to stop on my channel. But today's video, like I said, is something I've never done before, but I'm so excited to do it because it's so fun. Hannah came up with this video idea, and she is doing her top 10 favorite Christian movies, and I'm doing my top 10 favorite Christian books. So I'm really excited for this video. I had a really difficult time picking out what books to share with you guys because I have so many, and it might be a little bit cheating as to what I'm going to show you, but because I have like more than 10, but yeah, I think it counts. I have a few different categories of books I'm going to show you. I have some children's fiction books. I have some adult, and it could be for, actually it's more like teens, and it could be for kids, fiction books. I have a couple of non-fiction story-based books. I'm not sure how you explain those. And then I also have a couple of Christian-based faith books for teen girls. So if this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and let's just get straight into this video. It's a very long intro, so let's just get started. So I'm going to go in the order of importance, not importance, but like kind of my favorite. So I'm going to have my favorite books at the last. So if you want to know which ones are my favorite, you guys can either skip to the end or you can just watch the whole thing. I think you want to watch the whole thing because I have some really good books in here, especially if you're a mom watching this. You can buy some of these for your children. So yeah, I'm actually going to start out with the faith-based books here. So this book is about singleness, surrender, and stepping out in faith. She shares some of her story in here as well, and yeah, you definitely need to get this book. If I can, I will try to link as many of these books down below. But I just picked this up at like a thrift store, so I don't know if they still carry this, but if they do, and if I remember, I will try to leave all the links for these books in the description box below so you can go check them out. But this one is really good if you are a single Christian girl. This next book is called Set Apart. I'm really enjoying this book as well. I started this one first, but then I got this one, and so I started reading the first one. Really like the first one better than this one, but this one's also really good. It's kind of talking about holiness as of now, and I'm only in the second chapter. I'm pretty sure most of this book is about holiness, because if you're like me, you kind of forget a lot of things. So yeah, I forgot what holiness was, and it's actually really interesting to read about. So I will try to link this down below. And I also know there's one called Set Apart Girl. I don't know if it's similar to this one or not, but this one's good, and I will try to leave the link below. Okay, so now I'm going to go in order of my favorites. So my favorite will be last. I'm not saying that these are my least favorite, but I am saying that they're not my favorite anymore. So I'm going to start with the children's book, or books. So the children's books that I have right here is a series, and I'm just counting this series as one book. Is that cheating? I don't know if it's cheating. Let me know in the comments down below, Hannah, if this is cheating. But here is the series. It is about a family pretty much, so it's definitely family based, and it's really interesting. I've read them so many times, and I think I've actually shared one of these books in like a previous video that I did like last year. So yes, these are really good for children, and I even read them. I still read them sometimes just because I don't know what to read, but since I've got new books, I'm starting to read those, so I'm really excited that I have new ones. But yes, they have 10 books here. It's pretty much goes through every single season. And then the last two, they're going to Colorado. So this one's called Exciting Times with the Movies, and then this one is called Colorado with the Movies. So they're in Colorado the whole time in this 10th book. So yeah, these are really good. And then she also had one that goes along with it, which is a like Christmas book. So you read like a chapter every night or something, starting after Thanksgiving, I think, till Christmas. So yeah, I really like this. So I have read this book, I think twice now. I read it like 3 years ago, and then I think I read it last year. No.
There's another one.
I'm getting a little bit mixed up. I feel like I'm missing a book that goes with this series. I'm not sure. I don't actually remember how many times I've read this, but it's really good. And I think I remember correctly, it skips like 10 years between this book and this book, so like a couple of the children are married in this book. So yeah, it's really interesting, and I'm glad she made this because this is her last book in this series. So yeah, it was really interesting to see like the kids grown up. And then I also have this book here. It's a really good book. It's a new series she's writing. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a series. But well, it says book 1, so it must be a series. It's really good. It's called Finding Change. This is a new one, and I've only read it once, but it's very interesting. One Sunday I started reading this, and I think I read like half of the book. It was just, I couldn't stop reading it. So you definitely need to get this book. If you have children or even teenagers can read it. I'm guilty of that, reading kids' books.
So don't judge yourself.
If you read kids' books and you're a teenager, sounds strange, but if you don't feel like me and you have really difficult times finding books that are good, that you like for teenagers, you'll read a kid's book, and they're so good. Okay, so the next two books I'm going to share with you guys are kind of similar. Actually, I'm pretty sure they kind of got the idea from this book. Is called Pilgrims Progress. I have the little version because I couldn't find the like adult version. It's practically the exact same thing, I'm pretty sure. It just calls him Little Christian instead of just Christian. I don't know, whatever. I guess it's just to make more money or something. Let me know down in the comments. I don't know. But this is a good book. I just started reading it. I have seen the cartoon and the animated version. There was like a difference, I think, between the cartoon and the animated. I'm not too big a fan of the actual like movie part of it, but I do like it in book version. So yeah, definitely go check it out. And then the one that goes kind of with it is Heinz's Feet on High Places. A friend got this for me like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's really good. It's kind of, I think, pretty much the exact same thing almost, but it's a girl in this one. And actually, I'm not sure which one I like better. Since I haven't read the whole Pilgrims Progress, I can't really say which one's better. So these kind of just go in one category. But yeah, they are 2 separate books. And I definitely would get this one and this one if you want them, just because they're different and
yeah,
it's something else to read. So I will leave these links in the description box. If I can't find the little one, I will try to just find the adult, and if I can find both, I will leave both. Okay, so the next one is The King's Book. I haven't read this in forever. As I was going through my closet, I have my books in my closet. As I was going through all my books, I was like, I have to share this book. It has been literally at least 10 years since I've read this, but it's very, very interesting. If I remember correctly, they had like a little place in their house where they had to hide to get away from somebody. I can't really remember. It's a very good book. I know. You're like, oh, it's a good book, and you don't even remember what it's called.
Yeah, true.
But it's a very good book. I will try to leave something on the screen. I know it's a very good book. I just really can't remember exactly what it is. But it is a mystery book. So that is like my favorite kind of book, is mystery. I love just the whatever it would be in the mystery that is exciting. So definitely go check this out. I'm actually probably going to keep this one out because I don't really remember it. So I want to read it again. This next book I really, really love. The first time I read it was, I think, last year or the year before. It is called Shanghai to China. It was really, really good. You definitely need to go check this out. But pretty much this kid on here, I don't remember his name, he wanted to go on a ship, and so he was like waiting for his grandpa, but his grandpa was sick, so he left the day that he went there because he didn't want to wait. So yeah, he got Shanghai to China, and it's a very, very interesting book, has very exciting adventures in it, so definitely go check this one out. This one and my next one is probably, okay, this one and my last book that I'm going to share is definitely my favorite. I'm not sure why exactly I put that one with that, but I should have put this one with the very last book. But this one is definitely my second favorite book, or my favorite. I can't decide between this one and the last one. This next book I got literally like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I saw it on the shelf and I'm like, that sounds interesting. And it was only 25 cents. So I just bought it without really looking at it. I saw that it was like Christian based, so I'm like, let's just get it. It's only 25 cents. If I don't like it, maybe it's 50 cents. I don't know. Either one, it was still really cheap. So I'm like, if I don't like it, I'll just get rid of it or give it to someone. So it is called The Joy of the Journey. I have read like 2 chapters, and the first chapter was already very interesting. Actually, I've read a lot more than just 2 chapters. I've read like 5 or 6 chapters. I don't know. But it was very, very interesting. And this one is also a non-fiction story, kind of a story. I'm not really sure. It would be kind of considered a story. But it's a non-fiction, so yeah, it's very interesting. The guy, I won't share the whole thing, but God really, really protected him. He went to the army, and he really wanted to go to a station that they were going to be at, but he got hurt in the station they were at before. So he was in the hospital when they left. So his friend went, and he got killed. And this guy that wrote this book would have also been killed in that same accident had he gone. So it's very interesting. But then when he got back to his house, they told him not to farm, but he did anyway. And he lost his wrist, or his up to his elbow, I don't really remember, in a corn picker or bean picker. So yeah, already in the first chapter, I think it was. So it's really interesting. Yeah, you just really need to see how God worked in a lot of situations in his life. So definitely go check this out. I don't know if they sell it still or not. It's very old. And for the last and final book, I have read this thing once. It is so, so good. It is also a non-fiction book. So yeah, it is called God Knows My Size. It's so good. What is her name? It's by Sylvia. I don't know how to say her last name. There was a couple of stories that stood out to me, and she was sent to prison for believing in God, I believe. I can't exactly remember. I read it like 2 years ago. This is my sister's book, so I don't read it all the time. But it's very good. You guys definitely need to go check this out. I thought it would be so neat to meet her. Here is the back. That's what she looks like. But it'd be really neat to meet her. I don't actually know if she's still alive or not, but yeah, this is a very good book. So, but these are my 3 favorite out of all of the books so far. And these 2 have stayed my favorite for a very long time. I just read this one last year, so yeah, these are all very good books. So yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and definitely go check the books down below if I remember to put them in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a like, and don't forget to check out Hannah's video and her whole channel. So yeah, I hope you go ahead and stick around if you are new, and yeah, that's it, and I will see you very shortly in a brand new video. God bless you guys. Bye.